Set for what should be a tussle here in England. The Ravens and Titans underway from London. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Right to the air is Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Again, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around and just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
As if this motivated young man needed an extra chip on his shoulder. He certainly got one more when he slipped to the second round of this year's draft. This, after it was discussed, is a possible top 5 pick. As he likes to tell everyone, I've got a cannon for an arm, and I love to show it off.
Levis. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
Yeah.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there.
Wins your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll run it here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jackson. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Bingo, partner. Lamar Jackson in the end zone. Nothing that surprises us at all, but when you look back at his touchdown totals in the last couple of years, just 3 last season and 2 the year before that. I think oftentimes he runs around, creates great yardage, and then lets his running backs carry it into the end zone to make everyone feel good. In this case, he got a little bit of the glory himself.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, it certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They go play action. Here's Levis. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And they'll go on the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And Henry going to have a Titans first down as he'll get this up past the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And there's a quick momentum. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd down, here's Levis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll go on the ground. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans all ready now. Will Levis out on the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you got to get your confidence going.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Henry running right. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Levis sets up to throw here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The end result, 21 yards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And they'll run it here. Gets by him at the 25. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Levis.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Fielded at the 33.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game well decided a long time ago.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Levis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Levis out of the shotgun now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And they'll run it here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
On first down, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Levis. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Levis now off of play action. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll go on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.